Hello and welcome to Rhiannon, the Curse of the Four Branches demo. There is quite a lot of difference from the full version, and I'm going to try and point out as many as I can. The introduction screen is different because the background music isn't actually in the full version. They opted for a more ambient sound effects kind of main menu. But I actually do like this music. It's very suiting, I guess. We can have a look at the credits, which we will come to eventually. So, new game it is. There is no introduction sequence, and there's also no chapter introduction. Normally you will see the chapter 1, the arrival, here, but no such thing. Having a look where we came from, which was almost over here, but we can't go in that direction. That symbol doesn't also appear in the full game. Okay, we can hear some horses coming by. Here to the left we have a lock which we can click on. In the full version the hand icon is actually replaced with a gear icon. And these are all off limit. Also off limit here. We can have a look at this screen. I really wanted to like Rhiannon, the Curse of the Four Branches. I really wanted to get into the game and enjoy it, but for some reason I really couldn't get past chapter 1 without losing interest. But another restricted area. So we can only go here into the front of the house, and the main difference here is that we can actually enter the front door straight away, but in the full game there is a pot where we take the key from underneath. But there is no pot here in the demo. Also, this cement can be manipulated by the hand icon instead of the gear icon, and we can't proceed any further there also, so let's head inside. And the main difference is that in the full version he actually leaves the door open. And there's also no light, so while we progress up here, we need to figure out to fix the light source, and we do that by pressing the big button that's in this cabinet. But in this demo, it's the light's already on. That means that we can have a look here at the paper. You can hear another horse sound coming through. I don't think there's any difference in this newspaper, apart from it having an extra leaflet. There's actually a note on the door here in the full version explaining the whereabouts of the key to this room, which is locked. This is the stairs that is blocked. And this note isn't actually in the full version, but instead you get an email or a printout of an email. It sort of says the same thing, that they're gone with Rhiannon and that you have to sort of make yourself at home, and the builders are gone. So you take that as the as Jen's note. So let's go into the living room. And the first thing that you'll hear is this beeping noise. That is the... Oh, I can actually look at it from over here. That's handy. Some messages on the answer machine.
Hello, Mr. Sullivan. This is Tommy Harris. Lads have been getting a bit jittery with all the stuff that's been happening, so I've had to call them off the job for now. I've left a ladder behind. I'll be back in a few days to fetch it when I've got the van back. About the van, by the way. repair shop says there was almost as much damage done by your neighbour's tractor pulling the van out of the ditch as by the crash. As I said, I'll be sending you the repair bill because it was on your land it happened. You shouldn't be letting horses run free like that. Somebody might get hurt. Gave me the shock of my life. Anyway, please ring me when you're back so we can sort all this out. Bye.
Hi, Chris. Knowing how bad the mobile signal is down there, I thought it best to leave you a message on our phone. Hope you're settling in all right. I forgot to mention, please put some food out for the cat. There'll be some in the fridge or the cupboard. I doubt you'll see him, he stays out all night. But if you don't feed him, he'll bring in all sorts of nasties. Oh, and you'll need hot water, so best start a fire sooner rather than later. Love you.
Yeah, we need to start a fire.
Mrs. Sullivan, Tommy again. I forgot to mention that while we were levelling the dining room floor, we found something under the tiles. Looks like a bundle of cloth. Seems to be really old. I've left it in the kitchen.
That's all we can do here. There's no real difference in the voicemails, but there is a difference over here in this cabinet. Here we can actually pick up the book that is in the upstairs bedroom. But here we can already have a look at it. The Legends of Prairie. Here's the letter from Rhiannon to her father. There's no such thing as ghosts. So this letter can be found later in the game. It's Rhiannon's plea and more history on the branches and whatever not. I'm not sure if this is exactly a copy from the full version. It could be slightly different. Another small difference is the TV over here. In the full version you'll get some sort of jump scare, but it's not in this demo, and also I can't listen to any of the music that is in the tuner. We can have a look at this ReadyVox wireless audio environment, which isn't working because there are no devices attached. I do like this Sony. What else is there to interact with? The fireplace. In the full version there is a few logs of wood here that you can carry with you, but we can't actually make a fire in this demo. We can have a look at the piano. In the full version you can actually read these notes about I believe it's the ash tree or the ash grove, and that's also the tune that is missing from the tuner, the radio. Yeah, la la la. Nothing else here to do. Main difference is that this door is closed, and the ladder here, we can't pick that up because we haven't actually been to the place where we needed this ladder. There's a loose plank over here which has a photo. That's a burnt house. Fire photograph. In this cupboard we can actually, in the full game, manipulate this box and get the flashlight. But not here. So there's nothing really else to do to go into this room. Yeah, you can hear some voices, some ghostly voices. I believe in the full version there are no voices in this room. There are a few items that you can interact with, but they are all very similar to the full version. The humming of the freezer. A few things that you can interact with here, but not different from the full version. There's a bottle of wine, the Arbeth breweries, the people that made the game. This is the firelighters that we automatically take in the full version, but here he just doesn't want to take it, so we best leave it. Another apparatus here. And some bottles, we can't interact with that either. And here we have the lighter. In the full version the lighter is actually on top of the piano. And in the full version you can also interact with these batteries, or you can have a look at them and later take them. Yeah, so that's really all that you can do here. And that means that we are going upstairs. In the full version you have to take out the flashlight in order to get some light upstairs, but in this demo you can use the lighter. Okay, that's good to know. And here we have the credits, which are slightly different from the full version. Well, thank you for watching the Rhiannon playable demo, and hope to see you next time. Take care!